I'm Heather from Woolly Elephant, and this morning I've prepped a load of zipper pouches, these Odin zipper pouches that are made in the calf facet fabric. Quite a few people have asked me about this and if I'm going to make them to sell in this fabric, so that's what I've done. I've sat down and cut those out. So I've got all these different things prepped. I'm not going to add this handmade badge here because I haven't got any of this hardware. I'm just going to leave it as it is, and I'm going to put a little black tab in here, just a grab tab in the faux, matching in the faux leather. But this is what I use when I go to my sewing group and I take some of my tools in it. Now this is the Odin pouch. If you want to make one of your own, I have a video tutorial showing you how to make this. I'll link that in the description. If you would like to make one, you could go there. There's no pattern that you need to buy. All the measurements are put on the screen for you. I have used two different fabrics. So I'm doing one in the purples, and I've also obviously got the one that that you can see the sample made in. Now for the linings, I'm going to interface those with just a regular iron-on non-woven interfacing. They're stuck together, so just a regular iron-on non-woven lightweight interfacing. I'm going to use those on the linings. I'm going to use on the outers, I'm using a cotton woven interfacing, which looks like cotton and is fusible on the other side. It gives it a nice drape but makes your fabric feel just heavier weight, which makes it feel a little bit more expensive. I'm using faux leather on the bottom, and yeah, I'm going to interface onto those, and then I'm going to add on top of the wadding, on top of the interfacing, I'm going to add wadding as well on the outer. So this is HN640. It's very much like Vilene H640, but it's a little bit cheaper and it works, in my opinion, just as well. It's not got a lot of loft, so it's not bouncy. It's quite like a compressed type one, and that, along with the cotton woven, makes things feel quite not sturdy, but they hold their shape quite well, and they feel, like I said, they feel a little bit more expensive. So I'm using that. So like I say, I've cut out enough for 10 of everything. I've got my lint roller with me because I have two cats in here that are always leaving fur everywhere, so I like to lint roller it if necessary. I'm using my Cricut heat press, my large Cricut heat press for interfacing, as I find that a lot quicker when you're doing a lot of things like this, because you're not ironing around. I can just press it much quicker with this. And I'm going to cover things just with a piece of cotton so that it doesn't come directly in contact with the base. I'm setting this at 185 degrees centigrade, which should be good enough. They do come with a mat. I've got a mat with that, but I like to do the interfacing directly onto my sweet pea. They call this sweet pea pressing mat. It's like a thick silicone rubber mat, so you can pin into it and you can press on it. It's heat resistant. So I'm going to do them directly on there so things will be nice and flat, and hopefully I won't get any bubbles or creases. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I've just finished all those, and I've let my table cool down a little bit. You might have seen me put my fan on it. I wanted to just cool it down a bit because obviously I'm using it quite a lot, and I've put my ironing mat underneath as well because the heat's transferring through to the table, and I don't want to ruin my table. So that's cooled down now. Now I'm going to, if you were wondering, I set the timer on this, if you've got one, at 24 seconds. Because my iron-on interfacing says to interface it for 12 seconds. So I did half at 12 seconds, and then when it got down to 12, I just moved it across for the other half. And that worked fine. I'm going to leave it at the same temperature when I start on the next thing, where I'm going to use the cotton woven and see how that gets on. But I don't think my time needs to be as long for the cotton woven, but we'll see. And if I have to change it, I will. Okay, so that's those finished. Now I had to increase the temperature. I increased it to 190 degrees centigrade, and I reduced the time down to 16 seconds, so I could do 8 and 8, half on 8, so this didn't need as long. And it's literally for those 20 pieces, I could do those 2 at a time because they're a bit narrower, and that took me 9 minutes. So that shows the beauty of one of these machines. You can do your interfacing pretty quick. So next I'm going to add the wadding, and then I'm going to add the wadding on the vinyl. Okay, so that's all the interfacing done. So that's probably took me about 3/4 of an hour, which is not bad because there's 20 there, 20 pieces there, but I interfaced all them twice, so that's 40, so 60, and then 20 there, so that's 80 pieces in about 3/4 of an hour. That's how much quicker it is interfacing with a heat press. So there you go, that's pretty quick. So it's all ready to start assembling now. I've just got to put all the zipper pulls on my zips, which I'll probably do next. I'm going to visit my mum first, see if my husband needs anything. He's a week out, just about a week out after having surgery and knee replacement at the moment, so he needs quite a bit of help at the moment. So I'll see to him, see to my mum, and then I'll come back and start putting these together. Right, to do the second side, just got to make sure I get the right one. Put the nice one with the right one. Oh, no, hang on. Right, so this is just a process. Pick one to go with it. I'll have that one with that one. Blue one with this one. That one can go with that one. Two left. Right, I'll put the blue one with that one. Okay, so they're ready to go. Okay, so this time I'm going to use some double-sided 1/4 inch tape to put these together. I didn't use pins or anything before, but when I'm doing it this way, so everything gets lined up, I'm just going to use some tape.